Hello, Gabriel.
Hello, Martina.
I I was talking to a friend today, and she told me that something happened in her life, and she was surprised, but then she realized that she had known that before. So she has described it so that as if parts of her body or some of her bodies knew that will happen before it really happened. And that touched me somehow because, yeah, and I thought about it because that also happened in my life. I want to ask you if you also have this experience.
I do. I do. In the 4 weeks when I was in the training space, I had it very often about okay, this person is just coming in, she's gonna sit next to me. And then she walked around, she was looking around where she would sit, and then she would sit next to me. It's like or I was like the actor in the process, like the person she chose to spoke to, who would represent one of her family persons. And I knew she would choose me, and she was going through me, and she was going farther, and then she was coming back, and then I was chosen. And yeah, I have it. It's scary.
What do you think? Which body knows before our head knows?
I think we have more than just five bodies. I've read a book once about intuition and how you could go through a like playing card deck and just open the next before you open, like you shuffle it and you just close there, and you'd say, okay, the next card is going to be black or red.
Mhm.
Okay, black, you open it. Okay, the next card is going to be black or red, and okay, red, you open, you turn it around, to train this muscle of what's going to be happening in the next second. So I guess that I wouldn't, I don't know which body it is. Maybe it's an intention body or something else. And yeah, yeah.
Mhm. And where's the connection to radical responsibility? Because if some of our bodies always know what's going to happen and what's happening, then for me the next thing that comes up is then we have the radical responsibility for everything that happens in our lives, and perhaps even more, not only in our lives. What is real for you now?
I was just thinking about this radical responsibility because I've been in conversations where I knew which person had to speak next. It just somehow I don't know where I knew it from. It was just in some sensation. Okay, this person will speak next. And I also have been in conversations where we just were experimenting. Okay, what is the next thing that needs to be said by who? And we're just people sitting around in a circle. No one knows what's the next thing that needs to be said is. And I've been in conversations where I just passed by and I didn't say it. I was in my mind. I was reading my beat book. I was like not really part of the circle. I was still sitting there, and it was my I was the person who had to speak, and I didn't speak.
Mhm,
So the conversation shifted. So the flow changed because I wasn't there to say my line.
mhm.
And sometimes I wonder, like, how much is already it's weird stuff if people are listening, and I'm already scared of people listening and not getting anything about this at all. And like, okay, what are these people talking about? It's like magic. It seems like it is magic. And at some point it is, yeah, it's my responsibility to also say what needs to be said from my perspective. and not to be, for example, shy or not say it or don't say what I want or whatever, because it destroys the flow of what's happening.
And there's another point for me, and that has to do with that there's this saying, before the Big Bang there is a big sleeping. Before the Big Bang comes, there is big sleeping. And where do you sleep right now? Now, where do you sleep? Yeah.
It's like, what do you not know that you don't know it? Yeah. My mind is trying to get an answer to this question, and I don't.
Mm-hmm. But don't you think that when there were times in my life when I was in a kind of like a fog, and if I would have been only conscious, I would have seen that the Big Bang is coming. But I was in this fog. But if could have been possible to be conscious, it could have been possible, but it did not happen, or I did not decide. And what is it that we sometimes don't decide? Or
I mean, the question is, when you already knew that the Big Bang would happen because you would have been conscious, would the Big Bang still have happened? You know, so if in the timeline you already know it's going to happen, will it still happen? And this is like, for me, it's so much drama, it's so much low drama going around in circles in your mind. What would have been, could have been, if I changed, you know, what if I chose the different food in that restaurant and I would not have been sick the next day, what would the day have been like? What would have changed? It's like the butterfly effect in
okay, if you go like that, then you look into the past and say, if I would have done that, then my life would be so and so and so. But when you go to your presence and say, this is the now, this is now, and what part of my life do I not see now? Where am I not conscious now? Without regret, without low drama, what do I not see now? That's another that's a difference for me. That's not for me. That's not low drama.
I agree. I agree. And I feel a lot of fear right now because I don't. It's like, I've never been asked this question. Yeah.
And what is fear about?
About not having the right answer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like school all over again. You ask me a question that I've no answer for. Yeah. I have a lot of questions that have like, how do I do it? And it's like, it's these impossible questions, like how to connect to your archetypal lineage, how to leave the patriarchy. It's like there's no one, like almost no one on the path. There's no one who can say, okay, just follow this path, this is gonna work. Like, if you want to learn Portuguese, there are 1,000 apps out there that say, okay, come to us, learn with us, learn Portuguese, and at the end you're going to be able to speak Portuguese. You train it, you know, okay, I have to learn the words, I have to learn the vocabulary, the grammatics, everything. It's there. But these questions, what do I miss? What is needed for me today to be done?
Mm-hmm.
There's no right answer. There's no answer at all.
It seems like a unfair question. It feels like unfair to ask that.
Yeah, I like these questions.
Okay. I want to.
Wait.
Yeah. What?
Wait. I don't know if we have time, but what do you don't know that you don't know right now?
This is this sensation of the head trying to catch her own tail, or the dog trying to catch and this running and trying to see it and to catch it. And I'm afraid also, I'm afraid of this question because I'm afraid of a Big Bang. Yeah.
And at the same time, the Big Bang is so alive, is bringing so much aliveness to the life. The change is bringing so much aliveness to the life. Are we done with the interview? Okay. I want to.
What?
Okay. I want to finish. Thank you, Martina. And like forever, who's watching this, like, what are you not seeing right now that you're not seeing it? Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.